Over the years, attitudes towards workers have changed considerably. After all, there was a time when workers had no rights at all and labored in appalling conditions. Conditions have improved a lot, but conflict in the workplace is still common. And human resources managers nowadays need to be able to deal with it when necessary. That's a conflict in the workplace. Definitions vary, but I'm taking it to refer to a whole range of behaviors that the victim finds unacceptable, from minor, harmless agreement to, at the opposite extreme, physical violence. Much of this is covered by the term bullying, by which I mean one of the more people behavior abusively or aggressively against another who is in a weaker position. Although all behavior like this is a form of conflict, not all conflict can be described in these terms. As with all human behavior, there are numerous reasons for it, but often it's caused by someone who feels the need to show their superiority over someone else in order to feel that they aren't at the lowest level in hierarchy or group of people. In some cases, one person simply dislikes the other on the basis that the personality of one is someone incompatible with that of the other person. A general habit of optimism is one person who makes them intolerant of a colleague who's constantly pessimistic. Not that justifies treating them badly. Of course, some conflicts arise when people are more interested in promoting themselves and their term than in the company as a whole. Here, conflicts are called conjunctural and could come about, for example, when a sales team believes they are the only people in the business who do any useful work and look down on behind the sales administrators. Conflict obviously affects in the individuals concerned. The situation is likely to be very stressful for victims, resulting in their absence from work, possibly for months. For the company, if no effort is made to deal with conflict, it can spiral out of control and even lead to the breakdown of the business. Some interesting work with chief executive CEOs has uncovered some of the reasons why they may treat colleagues badly. Many CEOs combine two opposite characteristics: confidence, that is, the belief that they are capable of great achievements, with a high level of anxiety, a fear of missing targets, whether set by themselves or by the director of the company. This combination can make them respond badly to anyone who questions their decisions. In a high-pressure work environment, such characteristics become problematic, and it's particularly difficult to tackle the situation where college managers and board members are trying to achieve their own visions when they can't agree on strategic issues and on where they see the business going. There are real problems for managers at lower level within the organization. It might seem that an autocratic form of management where the chief executive gives orders and everyone else has to obey would see more conflict than other. Interestingly, though, a company with a more democratic business model can suffer more when uncertainty about who to report to leads to conflicting demands. Now, I'll say a little about dealing with the type of conflict that has harmful effects. Of course, the idea is to prevent its arising in the first place. A good manager at any level will make efforts to earn the respect of the people they work with, particularly those who report to them. That will involve politeness in all communications and treating them as equals who happen to have different roles within the organization. Sometimes, of course, conflict occurs and can get out of hand. In such cases, the human resource department often gets involved. However, if one of the parties in a conflict sees human resource as simply a mouthpiece of the chief executive, then an external mediator might be able to help by taking to both sides and trying to find the truth of what's been happening. They can build a clear picture of the situation and give feedback that both sides will accept, precisely because they are independent.